Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Streets of New Capenna streaming event. I have, I've got some decks. I will need some help building them in the very short term. But yeah, I've got 4 decks to build, and we're probably going to be playing against Sparky for the most part, although we might be able to play against some people if I can find some people to play against. Some of the decks can be standard. I think one of them can be standard, the rest of them probably not. But got some fun. So let us go to the game, which is going to be hopefully this one. Hooray. And if I'm very lucky, I do that, I appear. Hello, welcome. Cool. So, free account from Wizards to play in this event. I've got 4 different things that I want to try. So if you've been on my Discord channel, you might already know some of these. If you're not on my Discord, then you can be for the low cost of something like $1, $2 a month, I think, on Patreon. Or some sort of there's subscriptions as well. But yeah, if you want to talk to me at any point for whatever reason, then Patreon is there. But we have some decks. So let me go through the 4 of these decks to tell you what they're about. So the first one, I want to work out the interactions between Extraction Specialist. So Extraction Specialist says when it enters the battlefield, return target creature card with mana value 2 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. That creature can't attack or block for as long as you control Extraction Specialist. Okay, fairly straightforward effect. However, I want to phase that out, and I want to see what happens. Now, the Siberian Rabbit, who is on my Discord and is fairly good at rules, says that when the Extraction Specialist is phased out, that we should be able to attack and block with the thing that came back. So that is the first thing I want to try. I'm not sure it's going to be like an excellent deck, but we will see. I just want to see if it's going to work the way I expect it to. You still control it so it can't attack. Well, yeah, that's the thing though. Because it's phased out, it's like it doesn't exist. So, does the ability think that the permanent still exists or not? Like that's why I want to work out what's going to happen in the client at least. I don't know what happens in the rules. I think my understanding of the rules is that it should allow you to attack and block. So I want to see what happens. I want to see if Arena's going to respect that. So yes, I need to find another 28 cards to fit in this deck. And generally what I try and do when I'm making these Arena videos is just try and get as much removal as possible so that Sparky can't make much headway against my deck, because we're taking on Sparky. Like I would run this against a normal human, but I think we're going to have a lot of games where the human will just kill us very quickly. Is there a Teferi that phases 2? Very possibly. I don't care which phasing effect we have, as long as we have our phasing effect. Okay, so that's the first deck. The next deck up is... I'll go this one. Do you want to solitaire against me? I would love to. I mean, I could solitaire against you. Yeah, if you want to do that, Razawak. I think you're in the event, aren't you? So, yeah, I'm happy to do like a direct challenge. That'd be perfectly fine. If you want to send me your details and we can try and work that out. I mean, it's a lot nicer than, it's a lot nicer to have it against somebody than just against Sparky, because at least we'll get to see it work, and then we might even have enough time at the end of it to try and work out how to fit some of these combos into an actual deck, and try and just do some janky stuff, because why not? Next one up, we have Jax's Fang. So, Chatterfang. If a token, one or more tokens would be created under your control, those tokens plus that many 1/1 green squirrel tokens are created instead. Okay, so if you've seen one of my videos before, there is a combo here with Chatterfang. Chatterfang basically, if you have abilities that add things to tokens once they've been created, things like if it says those tokens have haste, then that ability sort of gets glommed onto the Chatterfang token. So there's quite a good couple of effects for this. Like Tatsumasa from original Kamigawa block is a sword that says when it dies, return Tatsumasa from exile, and that's good. So I want to see if that works with Jaxis the Troublemaker. Okay. Jaxis the Troublemaker says, create a token that's a copy of another target creature you control. It gains haste, and when this creature dies, draw a card. So I want to see what happens if the squirrel dies. Do I get my sweet card at the end of it? So that is what we're going to try on Jax's Fang, and it might be that we don't need to do a huge amount of thinking. If we're going to be goldfishing against Razorwhack, we might not actually have to do too much thinking about the rest of the deck. We just throw card draw into it so we can actually get to the combos. The next one up is Obsitherer. Put Scute Swarm in that deck. Okay, very possibly. Okay, so the next one is Obsitherer. So what I want to do for this deck, I want to get Malefic Scythe out. I want to have a bunch of equipped creatures die, put a bunch of soul counters on Malefic Scythe. I want to Kami of Transmutation to give Obscura Ascendancy the artifact type. Then I want to True Polymorph True Polymorph Malefic Scythe into Obscura Ascendancy. This is twisting again, isn't it? There we go. And then once we have that, the Obscura Ascendancy, in theory, should have already got a bunch of soul counters on it, and we should have the ability. So that is, I just want to see if that works. It should work because they're soul counters, and they should just be coded as soul counters. So that should be a relatively nice, straightforward one to actually do. Yeah. And then the last one is called Get in the Vecna. Now we could have a lot of fun with this one. There's multiple. This is where I might have some audience participation. Get in the Vecna is just a continuation of the decks I've been doing. 1 second. This is because there we go. I've got a stupid arm set up here. Trying to make this sensible for my webcam, and it's not quite great, but we'll leave it for now. Yeah, so the point of this deck is trying to work out the best set of 3 triggers that we can put under a Vecna. So the Book of Vile Darkness says tap, exile the Book of Vile Darkness and artifacts you control named Eye of Vecna and Hand of Vecna. And it creates Vecna, which is a legendary 8/8 black zombie god creature token with indestructible and all of the triggered abilities of the exiled cards. So if you true polymorph a Sky Sovereign, a Weatherlight, and I have not got the third one in, which is going to be the Parhelion 2. Which should be... It's called Parhelion, isn't it? Why is that not coming up? There we go. Okay, good. Parhelion 2, there we go. So yeah, the Parhelion 2. I'm going to put all of those into a Vecna, and so we're going to have a permanent which is essentially 3 vehicles in one. And Oh yeah, thank you. Yeah, that's why it's not coming up. Yeah, so we should have it'll just have the triggered abilities. So it's just going to have whenever this attacks, create 2/2 flying angels, deal 3 damage to target creature or planeswalker and opponent controls, and then if it does combat damage, look at the top 5 cards of your library. It's only going to have those 3 abilities on one creature, but it's going to be a fun one anyway. So that is one that I would like to try and do. Now there is actually, while we're here, I will, because I just remembered, I'm going to click this and I'm going to clone that one. Vecna enchant. So what I want to do for this one, this is me live remembering that I had a thing that I wanted to test. Get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that. Now, choose one that hasn't been chosen. There we go, Garlagoritas. So, whenever another creature enters a battlefield under your control, choose one that hasn't been chosen this turn. Put a +1/+1 counter on Garlagoritas, create a tap treasure token, and you gain 2 life. So what I want to do here is put the... I want to put 3 of these into a Vecna. Okay, so I want to turn 3 Garlagoritas into the 3 pieces of Vecna, create a Vecna, and I want to see what happens when a creature enters the battlefield. Now I think each of the instances of this ability should trigger separately, and I should be able to do different things for each one and see what happens. So that's going to be that. This is going to be one thing that I want to try, but that can be later. I'm going to stick one in there and go we will sort that out later, but that's good. What is chat saying? Put the splitting token in the deck. What is the splitting token? By collection. Is it called splitting token? I do not know the card off the top of my head. If you know the name of it. So we got Krovac says, I want to pair Devilish Valet with Sedgemoor Witch. Devilish Valet. That's the one, whenever it enters the battlefield, double the power until end of turn. That makes sense. And Sedgemoor. Whenever you cast or copy an instant or sorcery spell, create a 1/1 black and green pest creature token with when this creature dies, you gain 1 life. Yeah, I could see how that could be an interesting one. Okay, so we got, they say it's an ooze. A green ooze. Is it, oh, the ochre jelly? Is this one? The one that splits? When it dies, if it had 2 or more +1/+1 counters on it, create a token that's a copy of it at the beginning of the next end step. The token enters the battlefield with half that many +1/+1 counters on it, round it down. That's an interesting one. That's a really interesting one. Now, see, the Timmy in me is thinking, because it's a legendary token, it's also indestructible. That's a problem. Like, it's not going to die in a normal way unless we sacrifice it. But we can ochre jelly. The trouble is, it won't necessarily enter with +1/+1 counters on it unless there's an effect that will allow us to put, unless there's an effect which forces oozes, forces, what's a Vecna? Zombie God. Forces that to enter with +1/+1 counters. Now, I'm probably sure there is going to be one. I'm pretty sure there is going to be one. But because they're both legendary, one of them's going to enter the battlefield and then die, and then we could make it split. And if it's got like a native ability that just keeps putting counters on it, then we're going to have like an infinite combo, and we'll probably break Arena. So that sounds like a good finale. So I'm going to write that down. Ochre jelly Vecna. Because why not? I mean, possibly we could also do that by ochre jellying and mutating. We could mutate a legendary creature onto ochre jelly, which would also work. So that would be a lot easier than the Vecna thing. But yeah, we could do that plus ochre jelly plus mutate. That's probably the easiest way of doing it. Mutate is just such a broken mechanic. I love it. It's great. Okay, cool. So let's go back to my decks, because let's start with extraction phase, and we're just going to put in a bunch of card draw. If we're just going to be going against Razawak, who I've not seen in the chat for a few minutes, so I don't know if they are still there. They might be trying to download the client. The client is pretty huge. It's about something like 3.5 gigabytes. So I downloaded it this afternoon. In the meantime, I will be. So we want white cards that draw as cards. So sorry, was building a deck. That's fair enough. Put in that draw 3 for both players if you have it. So I have access to everything. I have 272,000. Sorry, I had 500,000 gems. I now have 272,000. We can basically make anything we want. So Razawak's deck is basically nothing but draw cards for each player. Okay, fantastic. Let's turn on all colors. There we go. Draw 3. Oh, you and target opponent each draw 3 cards. Secret rendezvous. Okay, yeah, that's great. Let's have 4 of those. That seems like a fantastic fantastic way of doing things. I honestly really dislike this client sometimes, but it's because I'm just too used to Magic Online. I think this is legal. I think, yeah, that's Strixhaven. Strixhaven is still legal. So yeah, we're pretty good. Let's go back on the crafting. See, got like teachings. We could inspired idea. I'm just trying to look through what kind of symmetric card draw. If I do draw an opponent, there we go. Flumph. Yeah, we could stick some flumps in. There we go. 4 flumps. Why not? Everyone loves flumps. Halo Fountain. Oh, that's a good one for our new stuff, isn't it? There's a Sky Crier there as well. I'm going to stick 4 of those in. Halo. Yeah, I mean we could stick that in, couldn't we? There's no reason not to. We're at 40. We might as well. There we go. We can create creatures as well. That's pretty decent. Farsighted Adept, Blood Pact. Yeah, that's a good one. Let's stick some in there. Shadrick's Silver Quill. Shadrick's. Nice. Yeah. Let's have a bunch of those. I love the way it's just like, oh yeah, we'll just yeah, put those in. I actually have to put them in, Max. There we go. Blood Pact. Too much blood. Why is there so much? Oh yeah, because blood was a mechanic. Yeah, that makes sense. All right, 1, 2, 3. We're at 53 cards. Could you put Scoot Swarm into Vecna to copy it each landfall trigger? Let's have a quick look at Scoot Swarm. Yes. Yes, you could. That's terrifying. That's absolutely terrifying. That's amazing. Oh god. That's, yeah. So what I'm trying to think whether you'd, because the trouble is it's going to be legendary, so that's still a problem. But yeah. Oh, and we could mutate onto the Vecna and then yeah, okay. Yeah. I can see this working. Suggest me lands. There we go. Still 53 cards. I think just draw card and keep us in white, black, and colorless, not lands. Potion of healing. I mean, we're losing a bit of life. I mean, at this point we don't really care. So let's just fill the deck out. 57. Revitalize. There we go. We'll pick a nice version of revitalize, and first time anyone's ever done it. Mirror box. What are people saying mirror box for? Lots of mirror boxes. Oh, the legend rule doesn't apply to permanents you control. Oh yeah, yeah. That would that'd be pretty good. That'd be pretty good. Okay. Yeah. Let's do a mirror box Vecna Scoot Swarm at slightly later on. I think that would be fun. All right, I have a deck. Extraction phase. I'm going to hit start recording, and that's going to come to a file, and I can edit that later. Haha. Right. How do I challenge you, Razawak? What is your thing? So it's direct challenge. I am MaxMakesMagic VIP hashtag 29481. Why did Scoot Swarm copied by MindLink mech is also broken? I've been sent it on Discord. Thank you very much. Yeah, perfect. Pending friend request as well. Sure, let's do that. All right. Oh, let's test the game. Let's test the game. This is you're getting the live view into my testing strategy. Obviously, you know, I tend to do this on Magic Online. Arena is when you're playing against Sparky, it's a little bit different because Sparky obviously has like 5 decks. Yeah. What Discord server? So I have a Discord server. There is also I mean, you can also just direct message. Nothing's come through. All right, let's try that again. Because your number was the same number as my number, which is interesting. Let's just double check that that's correct. 29471. Razawak VIP hashtag 294. Oh, mine's close to yours, 29481. So, right, try that again. It might be that it might just be that the client's broken. I hope it's not. That would suck. Come on, client. Yeah, so my Discord server is basically it's kind of just open for patrons and YouTube members. I tend to post it's quite low traffic. We tend to discuss combos and stuff on there. So it's quite good fun. Yeah, it's nice and chill. Nice little environment there. Getting more and more people every so often, but yeah. Be neat if they programmed Sparky with the original goldfishing templates or whatever they were called from the magazine that the term goldfishing came from. I think that's the Duelist. That would be interesting, actually. I'd love to see that. I don't know what the original goldfishing templates were, but I think they were like a set of decks that they had. Because I remember... Yeah, because I did a question for it on Battle of Wits a while back, and it was questions about like single player formats, and certainly there was like one of those. Yeah, you try challenging me, Razorwet, and hopefully that'll come through. You can at least see what's happening on my screen, so. I want to know where this... where is that light coming from? Was that just a reflection? It's probably just a reflection. Cool. So I think direct challenge has to be open. Challenge match. I don't think anything special. Yeah. So oh, both players have to challenge. Okay, right. Let's both try challenging each other. There we go. Kvist is giving us the... Ooh, well done. Awesome. Thank you, Kvist. That's the way to do it. Okie dokie. So we actually have both of our combo pieces in our hands. I am going to need to have I'm going to have this Sky Crier die at some point, so we're going to have to make that work. But yeah, we can keep this hand. So I'll have to attack into a Sky Crier. Well, hopefully we both have Sky Criers. Let's see. Yeah, here we go. Sky Crier. And we got our doggos. I have to say these doggos qualities have really improved. Like the graphics for those are quite neat. Okay, right, we're just card drawing at the moment. I want some lands. No attacks. Okay, so we want this to die. We want Extraction Specialist to come in. Cards. Many cards. Playing Your Pet. That's right, Playing Your Pets. That was the name of it. That was awesome. I've actually got 2 Extraction Specialists. What is the best way to go about this? I don't... Right, I'm going to make Razorwak draw. Are you sure? Yes. I want them to have a creature. I want Skycryer to die. So, yeah, I'm going to have to discard for hand size, but that's... Oh, I could just discard... I suppose I could just discard a Flumph. That makes sense. Except that already can't attack, so that doesn't quite work. I'm going to discard this Revitalize. Okay, cool. So, okay, that's an alternative plan at least. But it doesn't matter because there's Skycryer, so... Okay, so we play our Swamp, and we're going to go to combat, and we're going to attack with the Skycryer, and hopefully Razorwak is going to block on the Skycryer. Perfect, thank you very much. And we go to damage. That goes to our graveyard. Perfect. So we've got a mana value 2 or less creature in our graveyard. So we're then going to play Extraction Specialist. Extraction Specialist says, enters the battlefield, return target creature card with mana value 2 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. That creature can't attack or block for as long as you control Extraction Specialist. So we're going to cast this spell. It enters the battlefield, and it brings back Skycryer, which has the can't attack or block thing on it. Great. So we end our turn. Next turn, we're going to Guardian of Faith, our Extraction Specialist, in our first main phase, and see what happens to the Skycryer. Now I think it should be allowed to attack. I get so many things. Okay, so we're going to cast Guardian of Faith. When it enters the battlefield, any number of other target creatures you control phase out. So we play Guardian of Faith, target that, and submit. And the Skycryer can now attack. Science! So we can now attack with our Skycryer. Hooray! And that is the first deck. That's the first combo that we wanted to do. Thank you very much. We shall now be conceding the game because we have done all that we need to do. Combo 1 achieved. Excellent. Cool. So it actually worked the way that we expected it to. I'm extremely happy by that. Yeah, good. That's a big old tick. Oh, now to see next to I suppose it would have been that is a good question. What would have happened on the next turn once the I think I should have waited. Razawak, should we just run that back quickly? Because that was actually quite quick to do. Is it okay if we just run that back and see what would have happened on the next turn? Because I think it should still have been okay to attack, because it's one of these seen the most bonkers game breaking combo. It's not game breaking. This is the rules. This is the rules. This is how the rules work. Yeah, that's. I think once it goes away, that ability is just broken. It's not going to just. It's not going to just magically turn back on. I don't think so. Anyway, it's going to be an interesting question, but it's a state-based trigger. I think is the name of it. Yeah, we'll keep this. This looks fine. Play some planes. Because there's a I'm trying to remember out of the rules iceberg the name of them, but there are some triggers that are always checking for resolution, and I think that is particularly one of them. So we'll play this, go to combat, and let's get some cards. Lump. Let's go Halo. Oh, I should have Secret Rendezvous. I'll Secret Rendezvous next turn. That's a lot of cards. Never mind. Okay. Oof, that is a significant number of cards. Can't go wrong with too many cards though. What I should have done actually was play some copies of the one that has lets you have no hand size, the artifact. That would have been good. Wow, no combo pieces at all yet. All right. Exciting. Yeah, fine. Cards. Okay, that's the first one. That's good. Okay, so let's get rid of the flumps. 4 cards to discard. Probably 2 of the Halo fountains as well. There we go. Awesome. Good boy. Another flump. Okay, we are looking for... Oh, not a potion of healing. Not a potion of healing. Shadrix? Probably. You know what? I'm probably just going to go with Blood Pact. Let's try and dig. Okay, there's the extraction specialist. So there's an extraction specialist. In our graveyard, we do not yet have a creature to bring back. Although in theory, it should still be this should still work actually if I go with the extraction specialist. Unless we can kill the Skycrier somehow, but I guess we'll see. I will just do a revitalize, and you know what? We will attack. If I can find another Skycrier to discard, then I will. 4 cards. Probably Shadrix, Swamp. I'll go Flump. If I don't find anything else, we'll sort the Flump out. We'll bring the Flump back, because at least that kind of makes sense. That it's still affected by the extraction specialist, because obviously it can still block, but it can't attack. So right, nothing yet. So let's go planes, attack with the Skycrier. No, don't do that. Let's go to combat. One more turn. One more turn. Or it just dies. That's also a good thing. We can just have it die. There we go. Good job, Razawak, because you're the one being sensible and I'm not. So, yeah, let's draw some cards. I don't even know what I'm drawing anymore. I don't need to. Let's yeah, whatever. Let's discard some lands. Boom, boom. All right. So next turn, we should actually be able to do both Extraction Specialist and Guardian of Faith in the same turn, which is yeah. So that should be good. Another Guardian of Faith. Exciting. Okay, so my turn. Wandering Archaic. Wow. Awesome. Okay, so here we go. So Extraction Specialist enters the battlefield. We get to bring back Skycrier. So Skycrier has the counter-tackle block. And then we can also Guardian of Faith. Phasing out Extraction Specialist, which gets rid of the Skycrier's ability, so this is now able to attack and block. So the exciting thing is going to come next turn. Let's see what happens when it unphases. Any bets? I could easily see that Magic Online, Magic Arena is not coded correctly, but I'm going to guess that they've done it all right. Let's see. And there we go. Yeah, so Skycrier is still able to attack, as we kind of expected. Good. Okay, that is the end of that deck. Awesome. So that is the first one down. So the next one up is going to be Chatterfang Jaxis. So I suppose we could just do a similar thing to what we already did. So let's go to Jaxis Fang. I mean, I think we can just stick in card draw, especially given that Razawak's deck is so, quite lean. Yeah, let's. So what do we actually need to do here? We have Jaxis. Discard. It's just discard a card, but it creates a copy of another target creature you control. So I guess we need another creature. I mean, we could create a Chatterfang. That's an option. I don't. Yeah, it's an interesting one. Like, because we actually need a third creature here. So we need a third creature to make copies of. Anyone got any preferences? Seriously. Oh, Scoot. Somebody says Scoot Swarm as the other creature. That is brutal. Oh, the new Thractus thing could be quite interesting as well. Yeah, let's what's it called? It's a rhino. Is he a rhino? You can also fetch the creatures with Fauna Shaman. Do we actually have Fauna Shaman? We have Fauna Shaman. Very exciting. Very exciting. All right. I am excited by that. Fauna Shaman. Good. Llanowar Elf. Llanowar Elf is pretty ideal. I mean, that I suppose that does work quite nicely, doesn't it? Oh, but there we go. We've got a nice printing of it. Exhibition Magician. Is that the name of a? I must be very bad on my cards. This card cannot be crafted using wild cards. But why? What? Why? Why? Is it a style? Why? Exhibition Magician. Exhibition. I suppose we could make an Exhibition Magician. That could be a thing. I just like the name. That is a glorious name. So Exhibition Magician. Perfect. And then we're going to go for some draw cards. Actually, search library creature. It's probably sensible. Get rid of black. We're just going red and green. Search for Minotaurs. Yes, that is not ideal. Instrument of the Bards? I mean, Fauna Shame seems like a pretty decent option, to be fair. Sacrifice a creature, count the colours of the sacrifice creature, then search your library for a creature card. That's exactly that many colours plus one. I still don't. This card is just too wordy. And also I think it's going to be magically not. It's not going to. People are going to have issues with it. That's my feeling. Just go for green. I suppose we could just go ramp as well. I suppose. Oh, there we go. Natural order. Let's have some natural orders. Can I craft those? Yeah, perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sacrifice green creature. So now I will start sticking in stuff like Llanowar Elves. Crafty craft. 1, 2, 3, 4. Stomper. Stomper looks fun. Topiary Stomper. Hey, plant dinosaur. That is a fantastic type line. Finale of Devastation. All right, we're just going for all the classics, are we? Oh yeah, that seems like a perfect one actually. Good job. 1, 2, 3, 4. 54 out of 60 cards. Yeah. Anything else? More ramp. Why can I not search for tap add? That seems interesting. Okay. Minus type land. So creatures. Ramp with the treasure dwarf. The treasure dwarf. You're going to have to be a little more specific. I do not know the names of all these new cards. I'm very, very bad. I suppose we could go Glittering Stockpile. Magda, thank you. Magda. Names are good. Whenever a dwarf you control becomes tapped, search your library for an artifact or dragon card. Yeah, we can just run a couple of those, can't we? Storm Kiln Artist. Like I say, I'm happy to just fill the deck out as long as we have Razawak. Throw in the dude that replaces tokens with cats or dogs, because why not? I suppose we could also test. We could also see what happens with that and whether that's interesting. Is that going to be interesting? Might be interesting. Yeah. Instead, create. So that is going to be what's their name? I think they've got white in their mana cost as well. Is that right? Ginny Faye? Yeah, Ginny Faye. All right. Yeah, I'll stick 3 Ginny Fays in as well because I think there's also an interesting. Oh, you want Scoot Swarm? Fine. I'll stick a Scoot Swarm in as well, and we can have some Scoot Swarming fun. Can't deny the Scoot Swarm. All right, let's lose a Magdas, and instead we're going Scoot Swarms. Scoot. All right, perfect. 60 cards. Mountains and basic forests, because mana is a construct. It's fine. Okay, so direct challenge. If I click this and go Jax's Fang, hopefully Razawak is still around and will let us play a fantastic new deck. Awesome. Every deck is better with Scoot Swarm. I can't disagree. I mean, and when there are so many in my hand, fine. You know what? Fine. Like this is fine. Ginny goes infinite with Chatterfang, I think. I disagree. I think it's a replacement effect, but it's extremely possible that is not the case. Now, the real question is, what are the mana costs of Chatterfang is, I think, 2 greens, that's 3, and Jaxis is, I think, 2 red off the top of my head. Somebody, hopefully in chat, will be able to tell me. I'll just play Scoot Swarm because Scoot Swarm is fun. But finale for 1. I suppose we could finale for 1. Yeah, that's true. Because what are we looking for? To get an elf, yeah. Select a value. Can I go negative values? Ah, that's annoying. X or less, all right. Just auto pay. Search your library. I could get Fauna Shaman, I guess. That seems like a logical choice. I can discard my Scoot Swarms. Yay! Ah, so many cards. Awesome. Okay, so yeah, Fauna Shaman, discard Topiary Stomper, and we're gonna get Jaxis is 4. Interesting. I might as well get the more expensive one. That makes most sense. Might as well play Jaxis as well. Not with Blitz, so we don't want Blitz. No attacks. Play a land. Oh no, we've already played a land. We need to discard land. Good. Okay, so next turn we can Finale of Devastation. No, we can't. We're just gonna naturally draw Chatterfang because that's just how we roll. All right, so yeah, we have the combo assembled. That's good. So the combo is between Jaxis the Troublemaker. So you have red, tap, discard a card, create a token that's a copy of another target creature you control. It gains haste, and when this creature dies, draw a card. Sacrifice it at the beginning of the next turn step. Activate only as a sorcery. Okay, and the next thing we have is Chatterfang. So if 1 or more tokens will be created under your control, those tokens plus that many 1/1 green squirrel tokens are created instead. So we're going to use it to copy the Scoot Swarm. Thankfully, for some reason, tapping the Chatterfang decided to tap my only red source, despite the fact I have a Jaxis on the battlefield. It's a good job I had a card in hand to do that. All right, so tap, discard, target Scoot Swarm. Discarding a Scoot Swarm. All right. Haha, yes. Science. So we have a squirrel and how many? Why do we have that many squirrels? Okay. So there's the Scoot Swarm. That's the Scoot Swarm I was expecting. There is a squirrel, and there is a token squirrel. Am I being mad? Like that? Chatterfang's. Did I play the land? I did play a land, but that should create an insect token, right? I'm confused now. I'm extremely confused. Oh yeah, so played a land. Yep, yeah. Okay, good. Yeah, set fine. Yes. So the insect token triggered Chatterfang. We got a squirrel. Good. Okay, that's fine. Good. So next we attack with our squirrel. No blocks. Oh no, there is going to be blocks. Oh. When this creature dies, draw a card. Excellent. And that is Jax's Chatterfang. So, yeah, that actually worked, which is kind of cool. So, what we'll do next turn... is we will Ginny Fae instead. Or we'll play a Ginny Fae, and then we'll do a similar thing. Okay? More cards. Thank you very much. Chatterfang squirrels that are created by Scoot Swarmed copies should have the landfall ability. Chatterfang squirrels that are created by Scoot Swarms copies should have the landfall ability. I don't think they should. I don't think they should. I'm trying to resolve that in my head while also trying to stream and sound sensible, but I don't think that's the case, because all it's doing is creating a squirrel as well, right? It's creating a squirrel as well as the token. The thing that is actually doing it is this is the ability on Jaxis. So, but what we should see here when I play Ginny Fae, which is going to tap me some random mana. It's going to tap me some mana. So I should be able to make, instead of the squirrels should... I can replace those squirrels with cats with haste or dogs with vigilance. So let's Jaxis the Fauna Shaman again. So Jaxis the Scoot Swarm. Discarding Exhibition Magician. There we go. So I can decline, or I can create cats, or I can create dogs. So I could create a dog, vigilance, and that doesn't give me a choice. So that is literally for choosing it for both of those. I should, in theory, be able to. I think I should be able to choose. Oh no! But that I think that's creating one or more tokens. I have to replace all of those things. Anyway, so now I have 2 hasty dogs. With the when this creature dies, draw a card ability, which is, I mean, to be fair, that's kind of what you might expect. If you had doubled the number of tokens. So if you had like Parallel Lies, for example, it would work a similar way. Teeman says, play land. All right, once I should do this, I'll play land. And it's only the original Scoot... Well, I was going to say, it's only the original Scoot Swarm that triggers. But then, I suppose I'm going to decline. There we go. So we actually get a... Okay, so we get a copy of Scoot Swarm, because we have that many lands. Good. But we did not get... anything weird going on there, right? Okay. I think that's all I wanted to get done from this combo. Does anyone want to see anything else? Any other interaction here? I mean, we saw Ginny Fae work with it. We saw the Jaxis. The one I really wanted to get done was Jaxis Chatterfang, because I think that's quite neat as a combo. I mean, I'm not going to say it's competitive. It's going to be one of these ones on Magic Online where Magic Arena where people are like, "What did you do? Why is the squirrel drawing me cards? Kill them." I'm not gonna kill Razarak. I'm gonna take the coward's way out. More defeat. End turn if the dogs get exiled. The dogs will get sacrificed, I think, to the effect. Because you have to sacrifice them at end of turn. And when they die, that's when you get the card. Alright, so that is those are the 2. Sorry, I've got a voice in my head talking about the game. Never mind. Okay, next one up, we're going to go with Obsitherer. Obsitherer is the one where we're going to try and... This is going to be a bit more in-depth and somewhat tricky, but I think it shouldn't be too bad. Vecna time is the fun time at the end of... I know Vecna works. Vecna time might even be possible if we find the right creatures. So this is an audience participation thing. If you go and find me the 3 most entertaining triggered abilities on permanents, any type of permanents, preferably creatures or artifacts, because it's Magic on it's Magic Arena, and we have like limited availability to turn permanents into different types. So if they're artifacts and creatures, that's perfect. Find me the best 3 triggered abilities that you could fit onto a single permanent, and we'll see. We'll try and run that through the queues and see how badly we do, because I think that could be quite fun. In the meantime, this needs some draw 3s. So some secret rendezvous. Draw opponent, and we're going to go with some flumps and some sky criers and anything else that we need. Malefic. We need a way to make things die. Is there a sacrifice? And I want a repeated sacrifice outlet. Scoot Swarm is one. Yeah, we'll definitely do a Scoot Swarm Vector. I think Scoot Swarm Vector could be extremely fun. So I'm excited for that one. So what? Yeah. So I want a way to have the hidden stockpile. Thank you. Let's go crafty. Ah, perfect. And servos as well. That's genius. That is perfect. Thank you so much for that. Do we have Viscera Seer available to us? If we do, ooh, baby. Seer. Don't see any seers. The goat. Goat. Woe Strider? Yeah, Woe Strider. There we go. Let's have some Woe Striders in there. It's like a goat. It's more of a horror. Why do I not have to... Oh, yeah, because there we go. Right, 60 cards. Fantastic. All right. Next up. Obsitherer. Do I... one thing I will just double check before I go, because I do need spirits. That is one thing I will actually need. There we go. Go Shintai. Go Shintai makes spirits. Perfect. So that's why I put Go Shintai into the deck. Change decks to Obsitherer. Play. On to deck 3. This is going extremely well. I'm so far we've actually had combos that have worked, right? So big thank you to Razawak for entertaining us here. Okay, so probably just keep this. We've got 3 lands, so there's one of the pieces, Malefic Scythe. Perfect. Flump. Ah, I too can flump. So I'm looking to Kami of Transmutation when I have the Obscura Ascendancy in hand. I think that's what I'm aiming for. So I need Malefic Scythe to get a bunch of soul counters on it. That's block. There we go. So that's goal 1 is Malefic Scythe have a bunch of soul counters on it, and second thing I need to do is turn. Yeah, so we've got True Polymorph. We need to turn Obscure Ascendancy into an artifact with Kami Transmutation. Play that. And then True Polymorph that into the Malefic Scythe. So, a couple of steps to go here. So let's see what we can do. player planes. So I'm going to be narrating this as I go on, because the way I tend to make these combos is I will hover. You might have noticed already, I've been hovering over cards and reading them out. So yeah, we're going to start with a Malefic Scythe, which gets +1/+1 for each soul counter on it. Whenever an equipped creature dies, you put a soul counter on Malefic Scythe. So yeah, I think we're just going to skip past this. Next turn, I want to get Hidden Stockpile out, and then we can start getting the getting that rolling. I might. Oh, do I want to play anything else here? No, I'll probably just discard a land or two, or a hit. Well, possibly no. I don't want to discard a Hidden Stockpile. That makes no sense. Yeah, we'll just end the turn. We'll get rid of this. Get rid of an island and a fine and a swamp. I don't want to discard my cards. I don't like discarding. This is why I'd be terrible at competitive. It's just like I like my stuff. Let's get off my stuff. All right, Farsight Adept. Do a block. Draw a card. There's an obscure. Okay, it's great. So there's an obscure ascendancy. So we're going to Kami of Transmutation. When Kami of Transmutation enters or leaves the battlefield, I get to choose one. Each permanent card in my hand perpetually becomes an artifact in addition to its other types, or each permanent card in my hand perpetually becomes an enchantment in addition to its other types. So we're going to play that. I'm going to choose Artifact. So now we have Artifact Obscura Ascendancy, which is an enchantment artifact, and it's purple. I did not know it went purple. That's awesome. So that's kind of cool. And now we have a type line that is ridiculous on Goshintai of Shared Purpose as well. So perfect. I am going to cast a Hidden Stockpile. And I'm going to play a land. And I'm going to equip this to the Kami of Transmutation. I'm not going to attack. Do I need? I don't think I need to attack at this point. All I need is a sacrifice outlet, or I need Kami of Transmutation to die. Actually, no, I've got a Hidden Stockpile, so I can just start sacrificing this in theory to do some scrying. Yeah, we'll block. We'll just draw some cards. Draw. Another Kami of Transmutation. I don't think we care about that. I think that's enough cards now. I don't think I need any more cards. So yeah, the important thing now is getting the soul counters on Malefic Scythe. So let's work out a decent way of doing that. I think it starts with Hidden Stockpile, Kami of Transmutation. And that triggers Malefic Scythe to put a counter on it. Why does that... Oh, scrying. Yeah. I was like, why do I get to choose where that goes? It's like, it should go to the graveyard, right? It's like, no, not quite. we're not quite doing that thing. I could just play Goshintai of Shared Purpose here. That's going to give me a servo regardless. I could just play another Hidden Stockpile, and then I start getting multiple versions, so that's good. Let's flump as well. And I will equip this to the Sky Crier, I think, because then if this dies, that's perfect. Ooh, somebody has done something. Sorry, that was a stream noise, and I don't know what that was. So somebody has done something. Thank you very much for whoever did the thing. I can't see it. This is. I'm very professional, but there's a stream. I've got a couple of Streamlabs alerts basically, and I still haven't sorted them out right. No attacks. Get some things. Discard on land. Right, good. So we have how many tokens? We've got 2 counters on. Oh, it's a super chat. All right. Well, in which case I will definitely go and see that. Super chat. Why has it not come up on the online interface? Interesting. I would love to say who has donated, but I do not see that donation. So I'm not entirely sure how that's come up. So well, thank you very much to whoever's donated that. If somebody can shout at me in chat and say if that is a super chat, well then thank you very much. I really do appreciate it. What types of the island? The island, this island is an artifact island, because why not? The stream's current. Yeah, sorry, I'm getting nerd stiped now. My because I'm only uploading at 6,000 kilobits per second, and YouTube is shouting at me like, you should be uploading at 9,500. I'm like, okay, good. If you definitely want me to do that, I will try and do that at some point. But planes, equip to servo, step 1. So I should be able to get a bunch of triggers here. Sacrifice servo, put a soul counter on. I get to scry. Land goes to the bottom. Malefic Scythe, we equip the servo, and sacrifice creature. Perfect. Sacrifice creature, scry to the bottom. I don't really care what's happening with the scries. It doesn't actually make a huge amount of difference. All right, equip this to this, and now sacrifice, and pay. Yeah, that's fine. Play a land. Play some mana. Undo that. So, okay, we now have 5. We have 5 counters on this. So, next turn. So, how much mana have we actually got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, it's going to be a couple of turns before we can actually get this down, unfortunately. But that should be fine. So I'm going to end the turn here. Let's get some servos back. So at least we have a Malefic Scythe with the correct number of counters on it. And all we're looking to do is play the Obscura Ascendancy. In fact, we have two relevant Obscura Ascendancies now, so that's good. What will be interesting, actually, is to get some Goshin ties as well going, so we can actually have some spirits out, because I don't think we have any spirits, which is a slight problem. So I'm going to start off with Obscura Ascendancy. I mean, I suppose if I played a 1 mana spell, if I could, that would also help, but I can't, so I won't. So let's go Shintai. And then the next turn, we're going to be able to true polymorph, which will be good. So no attacks, end the turn. Yes, we will pay the 1. We finally have a spirit. That is an interesting spirit. I honestly haven't seen the art for that spirit before. That's pretty cool. That was a loud that was a loud trigger. Okay, so cool. So perfect. So we have Malefic Scythe. It has 5 soul counters on it. Okay. We've had 5 creatures that have died, so it's got 5 soul counters on it. We have an Obscura Ascendancy, which is an artifact, and we made it an artifact using the Kami, or the Kami of whatever. It's in the Kami of Transmutation. There we go. We've got one in hand. So Kami of Transmutation turned it into an artifact. So what I'm going to do now is say true polymorph. True polymorph says target artifact or creature becomes a copy of another target artifact or creature. So this target artifact is going to become it's going to become a copy of this artifact. Okay. I do not wish to copy that. Okay. Awesome. So now I have an obscure ascendancy, which is it doesn't have the perpetually, so it's just an enchantment. But we have the original on the left, which is Malefic Scythe, and we have the copy on the right, which is Obscure Ascendancy. It has 5 soul counters on it, and that means that our spirits are 4/4. So, hooray! We've proved that if you turn a Malefic Scythe into an Obscure Ascendancy, we get the benefit of the soul counters, which is kind of what we expected as well. And there was a lot of steps to get to there, but here we are. Fantastic. And we will stop recording. Thank you very much, Razawak, for that one. That was a little bit more in depth. And we're on to the final. I say the final one. We're on to the fun one, which is going to be Vecna. What format are you playing currently? So I can look for the Vecna combos. I'm currently playing any format, so that is direct, because I can direct challenge. I can play any card. I would love to see standard legal combos, standard combinations that we can put under a Vecna. I'm not promising anything. I mean, we could go into alchemy as well, but I don't know how many people will be playing the alchemy format with the new cards. That's the only issue. So let's just the final. Yeah, let's do get in the Vecna first. Yeah. So yeah, that Kami I think is an alchemy only card. It's like alchemy 22, because it's got the perpetually mechanic. So we can't just go and any permanent card. But if we were going to go for a direct challenge, then we could. So it's the difference between, do you want to see me try and take on somebody in the standard queues with a Vecna deck, or do you want me to play against Sparky or Razawak and come up with something ridiculous? So those are your options, basically. Okay, get in the Vecna. We're in white again, so I guess we just go for the standard pack of cards. Skycryers. Because we're in blue, I am gonna go with no maximum hand size. And stick on craft. Folio of Fancies, that's that one. That's what I thought it was. And we also get to, I mean, I can also force everybody go for the ridiculous stuff. I'm very, I'm trying real hard. Yeah, here we go. Reliquary Tower as well. That I don't care about how many lands we need. How do I go negative? Shift? Just drag? No. Interesting. How do I make them go? Oh, is it right click? No. Is it? It's not click. How do I make these go down? I'm sure you could have, without having to get rid of all of these. I'm sure there's a way of making these go down without. If I drag it out, I'm just going to lose all 13 lands. Right click on the land. I'm right clicking to no avail. Okay, yeah, something weird is going on. I'm trying to reduce the number of islands that I've got. So I guess there is something weird going on with the client. If I just hit suggest lands, There we go. Just do it for me. I'm in craft mode. Yes, I was in craft mode. That probably affects things, doesn't it? Crafting mode. All right, that is enough lands. 53 out of 60 cards. Draw card. I'm also kind of excited to show you all. There we go. We can have Doggo as well. I'm kind of all excited to show you all the Vecna thing. If you've not seen Vecna before, it is the Vecna combo before. It is actually quite good fun. I'm going to hit start record, and I am going to go back, change decks, get in the Vecna. So what I wanted to do was I wanted to turn the three. I wanted to turn Vecna. I wanted to turn the three vehicles into a Vecna. And then I wanted to turn Vecna into a vehicle, and then I wanted to crew Vecna. That is what I wanted to do. That is way more steps than absolutely needs to be done. But that was the thing I wanted to do at some point. And it's completely stupid. It is not at all necessary. But I just thought that would be an interesting one as well. And then I realized that I didn't need to go to that many steps. The cat that puts counters on each creature named itself. Ooh, yeah, that's a good standard one, isn't it? All right, so now we have no maximum hand size. I guess we can just go crazy with drawing cards. There's Sky Sovereigns. That's a good start. And we get a Flumph out and pass the turn. Out of curiosity, what's your favorite MTG art? Oh gosh, that's a. I should have blocked there. What was I doing? Sorry, that's me. That is because that question has stunned my brain into silence. I honestly don't know what my favorite card art is. In Magic, I mean, I only have one. I have pieces of art on the wall. I have a Simic Guildmage that I bought from Alexi Bricklow back in. Oh, I think it was a Lara block. So around the point of a Lara block, one of the pre-releases in London, I got a print of Simic Guildmage, and I got it framed as well. So I've got a lovely print of it on my wall. So that's one nice piece of art that I have. But that was just kind of more of a you know, it was nice art at the time. I wouldn't say it's my favorite art. I'm trying to think what my favorite piece of art would be. That is a question I'm going to have to ponder on for a little bit longer, I'm afraid. Okay, so we got Book of Wild Darkness, Eye of Vecna. We're still looking for a couple more true polymorphs. Probably should have put in something to copy this ability, but that's fine. I'm not attacking because I don't get anything if that dies. Can I play Volrath the Shapestealer? That's not in Arena. Sad. Yeah, the number of cards that are not in Arena make me a little bit sad. There's a number of cards that in Magic Online that don't exist, like all of the Commander cards that just never seem to never seem to get added on. They always make me sad. There are quite a few fun combos that I really, really want to do, but they don't exist. They don't exist on Magic Online, and therefore I mean, I could just make them, but hand animating these things is a lot harder than you might expect. I think I hand animated the what's it called? Charizard. deck when I made that, and that took me way longer than I was expecting. And obviously I had to do that because I literally can't play Charizard in Magic Online. But yeah, it was it was a lot longer than you might expect to hand animate a bunch of cards. All right, so that we're starting to get a bunch of cards. We have 2 Books of Our Darkness. We have 2 Eyes of Vecna. So we need a Hand of Vecna. We have a Sky Sovereign. We still need the other 2 pieces of equipment. So I'm just trying to take stock of where we are. Play Eye. Yeah, we guess we could play Eye. I suppose it is card draw, isn't it? Yeah, that makes sense. Anything else we can do? No. Play Eye. Yeah, it's fine. We can play Eye. It's not a problem. I'm going to run out of space in my hand at some point. There's a hand. Okay, we have a hand. Excellent. So I can start putting some aspects of the combo together, and we can do it over several turns. So that's good. Is this historic? This is just direct challenge. This is my friend Razawak, who is in chat. This is all cards, and they are helping me goldfish a fun little combo. So I hope you enjoy it. If you've never seen this thing before, you can do this in Commander if you really want to. It is an exciting prospect in Commander. I'm not 100% sure how you'd pull it off because you need to be able to recur the true polymorph. So that's going to be an interesting one. But yeah, there's definitely options for you. Do I want to draw a card? No, because I've got plenty of draw in my hand, in fact. Okay, so first things first, let's play Sky Sovereign. I'm going to actually deal damage to the Flump. Well, I wasn't playing cheaters. Yeah, we are literally playing everybody draws cards ourselves sort of Magic. So yeah, we are very much trying to just draw our way into all the cards I need. So but there is definite we might be trying to get this combo working in standard. It is a stupid combo, and we probably need to have a bit of a think about how to make things cheaper, because we're talking probably about 30 mana's worth of spells. Well, at least, I mean, true polymorphs are what, 6 mana each, and you need to cast 3 of those, and also all the pieces of Vecna. So yeah, it's going to be exciting. Let's attack with Skycrier. How many flumps have we got? I don't want to kill Flump, so I won't attack with that. No attacks. In Commander, Merrin and Ochre Jelly, and anything that puts counters on enter the battlefield is one. So again, I do want to try breaking the client. It does detect infinite loops, the client. So that will be interesting to see what happens. Because I tested it the other day with infinite. I was trying to see how each of the clients would handle infinite loops, and Magic Arena is actually extremely good at handling infinite loops. As in, like, it will detect them and it will say, yeah, you're doing something that is going to break the game. You need to fix this, or we're going to have a draw. And then it detects a draw. So that's pretty cool. They have done a reasonably good job there. Opponent is just playing all of the cards, which is good. That's what we want. That's what we want to happen. I'm going to decline again. There's another swamp. Lands are good. So first things first, we're going to true poly. While I can, I'm going to true polymorph Sky Sovereign, and it's going to become an Eye of Vecna. Choose the legendary permanent you wish to keep. I wish to keep this Eye of yeah. So that's the original. This is the Sky Sovereign Vecna. So that's good. So that's step 1 done. Play ourselves a doggo. Draw a card. Go to attacks. Attack with Skycrier. Blockety block on Flump. So we're looking for more true polymorphs here. We have 22 cards in deck. We are working our way through pretty swiftly. So next I'm going to be playing. I might as well. Yeah, I need to play the Book of Vile Darkness at some point. So I do need another couple of swamps. And there's one. Excellent. So next turn I'll get down the Book of Vile Darkness, and I'll get down the Hand of Vecna as well. And then all I need is the rest of the vehicles and true polymorphs. Yeah, I should have played a card that returns the card from your graveyard to your hand. Will there be video coming out on what happens when you infinite? I have recorded it. I don't know if there'll be a video, but I was planning on doing one, but my mental schedule is scattershot at the best of times. So maybe at some point soon. Is there a way you could add in green to hit extra land drops to make this playable in Commander? Absolutely. I think if you wanted to build a deck around making this combo go off in Commander, go for it. I think there's way more pieces that you could do here. I mean, we are limited by our technology here, unfortunately. So unfortunately, we have what is available on Arena. Okay, my turn. I decline to play because I need my lands. Okay, so swamp. Play a swamp. Play a Book of Vile Darkness. Hooray. Play a Hand of Vecna. Okay, so now we now have all the bits that we need, apart from the fact that these are not vehicles. So I need these to be vehicles, and I might play another Flump just so we can have more creatures going. Yeah, so infinite mana. Infinite mana should be trivial in Commander. There's multiple ways of doing that. So choose attackers. Let's go with a Skycrier and a Doggo, because we have 2 Flumps over there. What are your thoughts on Kaiser, Augur of Agonies, and the Lich's Mastery combo? I don't know those cards off the top of my head. I've got 14 cards left in our library, so we'll keep an eye on it. I'm hoping we do this before we die. There's the Weatherlight. That's another one that we needed. Yeah. Okay. Good. Our opponent has 20 cards in their library, so we might be okay. Nothing else I can do here. I'll end the turn. Too many cards in hand now, but at least we have a Weatherlight. We can play the Weatherlight, get that turned into one of these things. As you can see, this is an extremely easy combo to pull off, and definitely doable. To be fair, I have pulled this off against Sparky before. It's just Sparky can actually concede against you. If you've ever played against Sparky will concede against you if they think they just getting into a situation that they can't get out of. So I think I've only had it happen a handful of times, but it's kind of terrifying when that happens. I did put 4 true polymorphs in, didn't I? I'm starting to worry now. I'm sure I put 4 true polymorphs in. I'm hoping they're just all at the bottom. So explore the Vastlands. Okay, that should. Hey, there we go. I did. Yeah, I'll have a true polymorph. Thanks very much. It's literally all at the bottom of the deck. Hopefully that hasn't just put the other one on the bottom of the deck. What does that card actually do? Bottom of the deck in the random order. Okay. It turns out Razawak is the absolute goat and has has got several cards that allow me to tutor for things. So there we go. We've got a couple of true polymorphs. And that's it. We only needed 3. We only needed 3 true polymorphs. And yeah, so now it's just getting all of these things down. And the other vehicle, which was Parhelion, right? Yes, Parhelion. So I need to find the Parhelion 2, which I'm pretty sure is in the deck still. Pretty sure. Best opponent ever. Yes. Very much so. Very much so. I decline. I need my lands. Okay, so true polymorph. No, cancel. Step 1, Max. Don't be stupid. I know it's hard for you, but sometimes. All right, play a Weatherlight. I need another island. It's getting hard to play cards now. True polymorph. So we need to turn. So that's the copy. So we need to turn Weatherlight into a copy of Hand of Vecna. There we go. And we need to keep this one. Good. So all that's left is getting Parhelion 2, and I'm pretty sure I don't have it in my hand. I have 5 cards in my deck. Put it this way: if I've screwed up and it isn't in there, then I'll be very upset at myself. But I'm pretty sure it's in there. But yeah, please don't make me draw more than 3 cards because I will die. Yeah, no more card draw after this. Let's see where we can get to. Inspiring Overseer. Is it literally at the bottom? I swear I put it in. I swear I put it in. So down to 3 cards. 3 cards in the library. 3 cards. And when people are saying like, no, it's fine. We can draw 1. We can draw 1. We have enough cards in hand to make this work. I will decline to play that. Right? Yeah, because I don't want to be drawing anymore. That's 2 cards in the deck. Right. How do I scry? How do I scry? Do I have any way of scrying? I don't. Okay. As long as I've got, yeah, I need 14 mana. 1, 2, 3, 8. Yeah, this. We'll see. If we get it, we get it. If we don't, I'm just gonna make. I'll have to make an Eye of Vecna without it. But yeah. How? Just how? How have we got to this point? All right. Come on. 50-50 deck. Yes. No Platinum Angel. Oh, I wish I was playing Platinum Angel. Okay, there is the Parhelion 2. There is the Parhelion 2. And we have enough mana to True Polymorph. Right? We do. Surely. Okay. Parhelion 2 becomes a copy of the Book of Wild Darkness. Blue. Oh, No. Okay, I don't have enough mana. So it is going to be next turn. It is going to be next turn. I don't know why that 4's coming up there. That's just really misleading me. Oh, because it's on attached to the islands. Okay, so we only have... It is literally going to have to be next turn. Don't make me draw any more cards. And it is literally... We have 1 card left in our library. Is that going to be a problem with Eye of Vecna? Oh, no. Oh, I'm going to lose to Eye of Vecna, aren't I? No, I'm not, because it... No, because we're not drawing a card off Eye of Vecna. We're not. It'll be fine. It won't have haste. Yeah. Just don't forget to manually tap. Yeah. This we will at least see the outcome of it. I may not be able to attack with it. Book of Wild Darkness doesn't require us to tap any mana for it, which is a good thing. So we should be fine. The trouble is not having haste. That is an issue, but at least we get to see the gloriousness that is that the permanent. So okay, don't tap. Decline. Okay, no cards left in the library. Oh, Max. Right, that becomes a Book of Vile Darkness. How ridiculous was this? Okay, keep the original. Sorry, not keep the original. Sacrifice the Book of Vile Darkness and Hand of Vecna and Eye of Vecna. So we get Vecna. Da-da-da. Whenever card name enters the battlefield or attacks, it deals 3 damage to target creature or planeswalker an opponent controls. Yay! Let's kill an Inkling. Whenever card name. There we go. So whenever Vecna attacks, create 2 4/4 white angel creature tokens with flying and vigilance that are attacking. Whenever card name deals combat damage to a player, look at the top 5 cards of your library. I can't scroll enough. You may reveal a historic card from among them and put it into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in any order. And when card name enters the battlefield or attacks, it deals 3 damage to target creature or planeswalker an opponent controls. Hooray! Woo! We created a weird Vecna. In fact, this is the Vecna that we can get into. Unfortunately, for the purposes of my video, which I called Get in the Vecna, I haven't actually been able to crew it or B attack with it. So unless there's a way of me putting a card back into my library, which I don't think there is, I think I'm just about to die. So yeah. Vecna was always weird. All right, I'm gonna take the coward's way out, and we're going to pay 1, pay 2. No, pay X is 1. Okay, auto pay. Deck them. That would be mean. That would be mean. No. No. Oh, okay. So just drawing all of the cards off Blood Pact. And there. Awesome. All right. Well, that was Get in the Vecna. That was the vehicle edition of Vecna that I wanted to do. As you can see, not a very good combo, but it is kind of fun to put those abilities into a creature. So awesome. So the thing I wanted to test next time, so as you can tell, that is a decent thing. Could you put Cauldron under Vecna? It wouldn't do as much as you think, because I don't think there's quite that many triggered abilities in that, basically. GG's everybody. Right, so Gala Greeters. Gala Greeters is the one that I was thinking about. I want to see what happens if Gala Greeters is 3 of those is put under are put under Vecna. Right. So the sensible thing for me to do here is there is it's a weird, I think. It's not. Is it a weird craft? Yeah, Spellkeeper weird. Return target instant sorcery card from your graveyard to your hand. So I'm going to stick 4 of these in. This is a way that I can get back the true polymorph from my deck, from my graveyard if I need to. I'm also going to play the one you can't lose the game. Platinum Angel. Why did nobody tell me Platinum Angel existed on Arena? What is this? What is this? Obviously, I'm playing Platinum Angel. So the reason I want to do specifically Garligreeters first, three Garligreeters, I want to see what happens with 3 instances of the ability. So that's the first thing I just want to test. So what happens if you have 3 of those instances? Is it going to go weird? Possibly yes, possibly no. I don't know. I am going to... so Eye of Vecna is actually good for us. Gain life, draw. See what happens about... I would like to have the ability to gain life and draw cards. If that's... I mean, that's just white though, right? It's a... do I want to be in 4 colours, I think is the thing. Any tutors to look for the pieces instead of drawing them? That is a good question. That is a good question. So Fauna Shaman, I guess, works for the... Yeah, let's stick some Fauna Shamans in. Search library for sorcery. Search your library for an instant or sorcery card, reveal it, put it in your hand, and then shuffle. It's a pretty good one. Grim Tutor. Okay, Grim Tutor might be if there's just a generic tutor. Yeah, okay, good. Well, let's have 4 of those. That seems like a logical choice. I'm glad I've got sensible people in chat telling me how to play things. Search your library for a card. Black is probably... Okay, Demonic Tutor. Demonic Tutor's probably decent as well, right? In fact, if I think 4 Demonic Tutors... Yeah. Rather than drawing, I think Demonic Tutoring. Scheming Symmetry. That's a good one as well. Who cares about wild cards? We got all the wild cards. Okay, so that is 12 tutors. We should at least be able to find all of our bits quite quickly. Ramp might be good, right? So is there a add mana of any color in green? There should be a creature that does that, surely. Surely, he says. Goose, I guess. You've got to add... Oh, did I not add Demonic Tutor? Sorry. I created them, and creating them doesn't actually add them. Okay, so that's too many. All right, so I don't need the Fauna Shamans then. I'm going to get rid of the Fauna Shaman. Let us add... well, first things first. Lands. Suggest lands. There we go. Scale the heights. +1 extra land. Play a copy of Ochre Jelly for the combo Ochre Jelly +2 Garligreeters. Is that going to... That would be a fun one to do. I think I will... Because I want to make a specifically Ochre Jelly one, because I feel like we can make an infinite combo there, and I really would like to try the infinite combo. So let's put a pin in the Ochre Jelly for now, as it were, and see what happens. Because the Ochre Jelly, I'd like to do Ochre Jelly Mutate, I think, and possibly something that puts counters on the. No, I don't want to do that because I want the copies to be legendary, right? Is it already infinite? So Okajali, you put 2 +1/+1 counters on it with the Gala Greeters. I suppose so. But then obviously you have to have them die, right? That is quite a fun little combo though. Yes. Maybe we'll play that in the standard version that we try and make. If we can make this work in standard, I think Okajali is going to be a big part of that. So let's see if we can make that one work. But for now, I want to do this triple Gala. There's something quite nice about triple Gargaritas that I really want to play with. So I'm just gonna add 3 Llanowar elves. I know it's boring, but I am a simple man. I see Llanowar elves and I pick them. Okay, we have a deck. We have a deck. We're not playing Get in the Vecna. We are playing Vecna Enchant. What's the interaction between Okajali and the latest Vorinclex? Oh, that's exciting. Fun. It's probably fun. Yeah, there's probably some excitement there. You get a copy with the same number of counters. You get 2 copies with the same number of counters, I assume. So exciting. I'm going to keep this. This is a decent hand. Play a Swamp. Play a Scheming Symmetry. Target 2 players. What am I looking for? I'm going to go True Polymorph, actually. So next time I get a True I should have gone for a land, really, shouldn't I? That was a bit... it's a little bit dumb, but... I get another blinging sound. I thought I muted them all. So I'm surprised how that blinging sound is happening, but where are those coming from? Blah. I don't know if you can actually hear them on stream. All I know is in my head I'm getting the blingy sounds from somebody doing something on Streamlabs. So let me see if anything's popped up. Nothing has popped up in the the chat, so you can't hear them. Okay, so it is literally just my my stream that's doing it. So I'm going to decline that. Why am I declining that? Oh yeah, because I wanted to play Spellkeeper Weird. If I wanted to play Spellkeeper Weird, I possibly should have been sensible, but never mind. This is fine. Let's go for an island. Let's actually go for some blue mana, right? Double blue mana, in fact. I have another difficult question if you'd like. Let's do it. Let's do the difficult questions. Oh, I didn't put anything that gave me maximum hand size either. That was an oversight. This is fine. So play the island. What are we doing? I'm going to decline because I do want my mana available. Play an island. So demonic tutor I could go for. What would I be demonic tutoring for? Yeah, play Platinum Angel whenever I can, I think is just a sensible thing to do. I'm going to actually get the Spellkeeper Weird down. Just because it's nice to have that available. I have a land available. Yeah, let's go get a Garlagoritas, I think. Or I mean, Llanowar Elves is probably a decent choice too, but Garlagoritas is at least one of the bits of the combo, right? discard 3 cards. So I don't need two. Don't need 2 of those. And it's probably lands. So I kind of do need everything else. Yeah. Cool. What's your favorite piece of content you've made? If there was one thing that everyone who comes across your channel would have to watch in its entirety, what would it be? So that's an interesting question. What is my favorite bit of content? I think the one that I'm most proud of, I think the short video version of that, the one that I'm most proud of, is the Counters of Magic, which is my parody cover of the Yakko's world from Animaniacs, with all the Counters of Magic. So that's kind of my favorite one. The longest one, probably the 5-hour stream I did for the iceberg. That was pretty decent. I would also say Battle of Wits, if I get to pick the whole of the thing, season 1 of Battle of Wits, the 12 episodes of Battle of Wits is probably my favorite. It's probably the content I'm most proud of, just because of the amount of effort that's sort of gone into that. And yeah, I think that's sort of the one I'm most proud of having completed. Because my problem is being able to complete, actually finish off projects. That's one of the problems I have at the moment. Is actually getting my arse in gear and actually finishing something off. Hey, this is a good way of getting treasure, isn't it? Okay, so that's a good way of fixing our mana, is to play Gala Greeters and creatures. I've now made it through the 5-hour iceberg. I'm writing down the other 2, so I am working my way through editing the iceberg as well. That is going relatively smoothly. People seem to be engaging with it, which is super awesome. I'm really happy that people liked that video. It's surprising just how many people have watched that video now, of some length. I think we're at like 20,000 people watching a 5-hour video. So it's mind-boggling to me, like literally mind-boggling. But who am I to judge on what people want to watch, right? One of the nice things is that it sort of has it sort of made it such that people are more open to my longer content now, right? So that is one of the big things for me, is that people have gone, hey, Max can make long form content, and actually it's not bad. And I think the algorithm has gone, yeah, hey, Max is good. So any new codes from the new set for card styles? I don't know yet. That's a good question. I haven't been told about any. So that is an interesting question. I want to go get the other 2 Gala Greeters. The other Gala Greeter, in fact. And then the last one I can pay for slightly separately. So do I have... Yeah, no attacks. Okay. Discard 2 cards. Lands at this point. I don't think I need these lands. Yeah, I don't think I need these lands. So, okay, so we have all of the bits here very nearly. We just need a Hand of Vecna. I will start transforming these into pieces very shortly. Possibly even next turn. Oh, here we go. Information is power. Obscura. Crime is an art form. Always finish the job. Fun isn't free. Read the fine print. Okay, so it's basically all of their slogans is what we're aiming for. That's fair enough. Can't go wrong with that. So I was considering running a giveaway during this. I went for a walk just before the stream. I was thinking of doing a giveaway. I haven't put any thought into how I'd actually organize that, so I won't be running one today, but I will be doing one soon because I do want to be giving away the Pinfinity pins, some of the Pinfinity pins. So that'll be good. I'll have to get around to doing that at some point. Okay, so we're turning a Gala Greeters into. Let's go for the Eye of Vecna to start with. Right, that is the right way around. Yeah, so we want to keep the special Eye of Vecna person. Yeah, the pins certainly that I really like the pins that they're putting out. I really like the cabaret, the Maestro's one that I got sent. Yeah, I mean, I'm every time, every opportunity, but the metal one for the Maestros is really nice. I really like it. But yeah, the full the Pinfinity set, they've sent me a bunch of Pinfinity set stuff, so I'm going to be giving some of those away. I might just give away individual pins out of the set, so that people get to see them. More people get one. But I still have to work out how the distribution mechanism for that's going to work. What are we missing here? I need a tutor. So I need Hand, right? Hand of Vecna. And then we're nearly there. two more turns of true polymorphing. I do need another true polymorph, but I have a Spellkeeper Weird here, which should be able to get me that. Okay. Hand is missing, yeah. The Book of Isle Dark, yeah, so we need to polymorph the Gala Greeters into the Book of Isle Darkness. I need to polymorph the Gala Greeters into a hand, so I need enough mana to do all of those things. So we're getting there, slowly, but we're getting there. At least I think this one's a little bit faster because of the treasures that we've been getting. So and the tutoring. We've got like 28 cards in the deck, so way better than last time. All right. Yeah, potion of healing. Thanks again. I just want to say, people in chat, big shout out to Razowak for taking the time to help me with this. This has been extremely helpful for my content. So thank you. I shall be giving them a shout out. Maybe also give Razowak a Platinum Angel. Yeah, that'd be nice. I'll be shouting them out on my videos as well, because why wouldn't I? Okay, so next up we got True Polymorph Gala Greeters into Book of Isle Darkness, keeping the weird Gala Greeters one, and then we're going to Hand of Vecna. Can I activate this? Yes, I can. So return True Polymorph to hand. Just auto pay. That goes away. All right. So next turn we'll have the ability to get our triple Gala Greeter. You should do more MTG Arena live streams. I would love to do MTG Arena live streams if I did not have to buy the cards. I used to stream. I mean, we're on a stream now. I used to stream a lot. I used to stream 3 times a week. I used to do Magic Online, and it was good. Nobody watched. Nobody watched the recordings. Nobody watched the live streams. I'm being flippant, but there were a handful of people that watched. And at some point it got to the point I just didn't want to spend the time doing that anymore. At this point, maybe it might be, it might end up differently because I have more viewers on YouTube. people seem to like this kind of content. This is what I did for basically multiple years. I went through every single janky card in Modern and built a deck around it. I was literally going CMC by CMC, making weird decks. Make the Vecna, then play the Spellkeeper. Yes. So we Gala Greeters the Hand of Vecna. And then we keep the weird one. So we have Gala Greeters under a Hand of Vecna. We have a Gala Greeters under a Book of Our Darkness. And we have a Gala Greeters under an Eye of Vecna. So now we're going to activate the Book of Our Darkness, exiling the Hand of Vecna, and then exiling the Eye of Vecna. And down here, you'll see we have 3 Gala Greeters. And what we're going to end up with is a Vecna with 3 instances of the whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, choose one that hasn't been chosen this turn ability. So literally 3 instances of that ability. Then we're going to play the Spellkeeper Weird. I want to see what happens. I'm expecting 3 triggers. Okay, interesting. Treasure. Interesting, again. Life. And treasure. Awesome. Excellent. Now, if I could play another creature, can I play another creature? Maybe is the answer. Search your library for a card, put that card into your hand, then shuffle. I want to get another creature. I'm hoping. Yeah, I was going to say I'm hoping to be able to tutor for an elf. There we go. So go for our Llanowar elves. And we can play a Llanowar elves, paying a green. So we should only be able to select abilities on our Vecna. Thank you very much for that. We have the other one. There we go. So we are locked out of the first option, which was create a tap treasure token. We were locked out of the second ability, which gained us 2 life. So go for counter. And we were locked out of the ability there. So we get more counters. So we get 3 counters on there. We're going to play the last Llanowar elf. So we have to choose this Vecna option. We have to choose the tapped treasure token. And we have to gain 2 life. So now we've chosen all of the options. There we go. I think, in theory, we've chosen all of the options. I don't know why the put a +1/+1 counter on Vecna option isn't being grayed out. But yeah, it works. And we saw it was being blocked out. We couldn't keep putting +1/+1 counters on. But yeah, good. So it works as you expect. There are 3 individual abilities when you create a Vecna out of 3 Gala Greeters, and each of those abilities is tracked separately. So it's not a function of the card. It's not a function of like the ability text on the card. It is literally a function of the ability itself, and that ability has been glommed onto Vecna. So awesome. That's what I wanted to prove, and that is where we got to. So fantastic. So that's 1 video down. And now we're on to the last one. And this is where we're going to have some fun. So it's Ochre Jelly time, people. I know Timon has been wanting this for a little while. So now we are going to try and... So what do we want to do? Do we want to... What effect are we going for? No, I don't want to open... Oh, I don't want to open those. Vecnaception. Okay, so I'm going to take the Vecna enchant deck. I'm just going to clone this. And we're going to call it Vecnaception. There we go. It's a good name for a deck. Razorwax says, I'm going to have to head off, but it's been fun. thank you very much, Razawak. In which case we might have to take this into actual actual rooms, or we're gonna have to go against Sparky. Maybe we'll go against Sparky because at least we can make that work. So we have so we have Vecna, Risen Reef. Let's just take a quick look at some of these. So Risen Reef, I think that's the elemental one, right? Look at the top card of your library. If it's a land card, if you don't put the card in the battlefield, put it into your hand. Okay, that is an option. Scoot Swarm. Oh, Scoot Swarm would make multiple copies of itself, yeah. Arcane Adaptation with Elemental, not in Vecna, and anything else as long as Mirror Box. Do not forget your Mirror Box. Yeah, big thank you by the way to Razawak. Yeah, everyone in chat just give them a big hand. Okay, so I think we definitely want Scoot Swarm. I think the overwhelming desire is to have a Scoot Swarm. So we need a Mirror Box. Let's do something with Mutate. We could so Mirror Box gets around the Vecnas. We have multiple Vecnas, right? So and that makes every legendary creature you control +1/+1. So that could work. The alternative is we get Mutate going with Scoot Swarm and Vecna, which could be interesting. Because I mean, what we would do is we'd mutate onto the Vecna itself, I guess, right? So we'd mutate onto Vecna, and then we'd have it wouldn't matter about Mirror. I think I actually would prefer to run with Mirror Box rather than mutate. Was that Ochre Jelly? Somebody mentioned Ochre Jelly. So when it dies, if it had 2 or more +1/+1 counters on it, create a token that's a copy of it at the beginning of the next end step. The token enters the battlefield with half that many +1/+1 counters on it, rounded down. Is there an elemental mutate? That is a good question. Yeah, there we go. Dreamtail Heron. That is an elemental. Are there any other elementals? Parcel Beast. Parcel Beast is an elemental. Parcel Beast is a nice one as well, because Parcel Beast is a very, very cheap mutate cost. Wow, we actually have Vadrock on here. I was about to search for Leadership Vacuum just to see if we had Leadership Vacuum on here, but yeah, that's not going to be on this client. Okay, so because I'm looking. Ideally, I'd like to look for combo-y bits that make sense when they're all on the same permanent, if that makes sense. So before, I'll show you, like for the example I did last time, I think it was Grun. I'm going to say Grun. Yeah. So whenever Grun attacks alone, double its power and toughness until end of turn. So I did a video a while back called I think it was 3 Gruns in a trench coat. And it was Vecna of 3 Gruns. And so whenever it attacked alone, it doubled, then doubled, then doubled its power and toughness until end of turn, which is kind of cool. Okay, so yeah, Risen Reef is interesting. Risen, let's say so. What would we have? We'd have Risen Reef. So whenever an elemental enters the battlefield, we get to look at the top card of the library, flip that. If it's a land, put it onto the battlefield. If it's a non-land, it goes to our hand. So that's kind of cool. And so if we mutate onto that, I mean, it doesn't have to be a mutate. In fact, in that case, I mean, I guess we could just run the artifact that gives everything all creature types. So everything's an elemental. Risen Reef and Scoot Swarm and any card. So my trouble is I don't want to deck myself. That's the big problem. Like, because, and also I think in theory the combo might stop, but I'm just trying to think if that's necessarily an issue. Probably not. I guess we can. So I guess we could go like Scoot Swarm. We could go. Okay, let's go Risen Reef. I mean, I guess we could go like Ochre Jelly as well. That might be fun too. It will stop. Then you'll have a giant army of Vecnors. Can't really go wrong with that. Ozolith could get the loss counters back on the surviving Vecna. Are they going to be counters? Let me have a look at Scoot Swarm. So we're going to get a bunch of insect tokens. Cultivator Colossus. Let's have a look at that. You may put a land card from your hand onto the battlefield tapped. If you do, draw a card and repeat this process. That's that is a slight spicy meatball. Yeah, that's pretty. Yeah, all right, fine. You've convinced me there. All right, I don't know what this monstrosity is even going to look like, but it's going to be fun. I want to lose one of these. Why can't I not right click to get rid of it? Like, because that just gets rid of all of. Oh, I'm in crafting mode again, aren't I? Never mind. Right. So Risen Reef, Mirror March, and Yarok. Oh god, Mirror March. I don't want to do a Mirror March deck. Yeah. Yarok. What's Yarok colours? Also, what else do I want to do? Do I want so because this is only going to trigger on elementals, right? So do we need the Parcel Beast to make this work, or do we want the do I want what's it called? What's the card from Kaldheim that gave things changeling? Masquerade Nexus, right? Okay. So if I stick a Masquerade Nexus in, so does that gives us the elemental everything happening all at once thing, right? Good. I'm going to go down. I'm going to come out of crafting mode. I'm going to click this. Hey, and that works. Good. So I'm going to go lands. I'm going to suggest lands. I'm going to. Is this going to be possible to beat? I don't know if this is even possible to beat. Tell you what, let's get. Yeah, save an exit. Let's go and see what Spark. Let's go and see whether Sparky can do this. Let's go and try and beat Sparky. So I hit play, bot match, Vecnaception, and hit go. There are a few elemental mutate, that is true. All right, come on, Sparky. What are we hoping for? I'm not sure what deck I'm hoping for. I'm gonna have to mulligan that, I think. Okay, this is better. This is better. Yeah, we'll keep this. Probably Spellkeeper Weird to the bottom. Yeah. Okay. Let's try and. Oh, it's the black deck. Is that going to be a problem? Hope not. Let's try and beat up Spark. So the reason I Sparky, seriously. So the reason I normally run a lot of removal, shall we say, rather than tutors, is to just kill everything that Sparky plays. So this could be a problem. I might just die, and if I die, then we can go back to the drawing board. It might be that I'm just absolutely dead here. Yeah, it's a bit of a fast clock. I'm going to die to 2/2 zombies. Isn't it a lot nicer when your opponent is your opponent is helping you? Yeah, you know what? Let's get rid of some of those tutors. Let's sort that out. No tutors, only removal. No, I think we have to do that. I think we're going to have to go with. There are some quite nice ones I like playing against Sparky, so I will have a look. Let's get rid of the scheming symmetries. It's Nightmare? Elspeth's Nightmare? Yeah, Elspeth's Nightmare is really decent. Just because of you basically get three lots of effects. Also, I love the art, so I know that's not a good reason to keep a card in a deck, but I really like the art, so. Probably don't need 3 Platinum Angels, so we can go down to 1 Platinum Angel. Get rid of. You want to wait till 6/10? I could probably play against you. This is fine. I should be okay. I just need more death. Destroy all creatures. Ritual of Soot seems decent. So I'll keep some tutors, because obviously being able to tutor for a removal spell is also decent. So okay, 2 Rituals of Soot. We're at 56 cards. Okay, so we've actually got quite a lot of. We've got a decent amount of options here. What else shall we use? Fatal Push? Fatal Push is a classic, right? I kind of want to remove. I kind of want. Investigating is pretty decent. Eliminate. I think Eliminate was a good one, because I think most of Sparky's options are CMC 3 or less. So I'm gonna go with 4 of these. I think we'll just see how that goes. All right. Hopefully we get an easier deck as well. Because I think black is probably one of the harder options. Blue, I think blue's not too bad. As long as you take care of the flyers. We've got an Elspeth's Nightmare to start with, so that's pretty decent. I've just found a jank amount of Vecna combo. Awesome. Lay it on me. What do we got? Oh, black again. Okay, yeah, okay, that's fine. That's fine. It is not the end of the world. I'm going to decline that, because I do want this to die. Bye-bye. Scathe Zombies. I could demonic tutor for a removal spell. I'm probably going to have to demonic tutor for a removal spell. Do I have to do it now? No, I don't. Oh, great. Another Eye of Vecna. Okay. So we get to see our opponent's hand. Compound Fracture, Cruel Cut. Let's get rid of the Cruel Cut, I guess. So I could just demonic tutor here for something useful to hand. See, this is where I probably should have played a Planeswalker. Planeswalkers are surprisingly decent. I might just go for another Elspeth's Nightmare, actually. Actually, no. Why not just Ritual of Soot? Yeah, okay. I'm going to go for a mass removal. I think that's a good idea. Blood Researcher, Kaiser, and Sanctuary Warden. You'll have to tell me what each of those does. Because off the top of my head, I do not know. So we get rid of our opponent's graveyard. There's a card in hand we don't know. If we actually Ritual of Soot here, that's all of their creatures gone. Nice. Let's play a forest. How many creatures? Ugh, stop getting creatures. All right, I'm gonna pay because I need to see some stuff. Yeah. Okay. Drawing nothing but lands here. Don't really want to play a second Eye of Vecna, to be honest. I guess we're just demonic tutoring. Blood Researcher is whenever you gain life, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. Okay, that's pretty decent. I suppose I could just get a creature. Well, I was going to say, yeah, I could get a creature next time. Having a big enough creature is a good way of stopping your opponent from attacking as well. I will pay. Stop giving me lands. Ah. Alright, Elspeth's Nightmare. It will kill. Whenever you draw a card, gain life and your opponent loses life. Oh, I misread Sanctuary Warden, it's only on attack. Oh, okay. Well, we might then, yeah, we might have an option there then, because that does sound like you're getting the right sort of thoughts in your head. Compound Fracture. I really don't want to have another compound. The trouble is, Llanowar Elves will just literally die. I suppose I might as well play it and bait it out regardless, right? So Sparky is down to 1 card in hand. Sparky's down to 0. So Sparky is down to top decking. So we're both down to top decking now. So that's kind of good. My question is, do I want to be Vecnering? I think the answer is no. And that has got rid of all the evil things in the graveyard. So that's good. So a single tutor spell now actually is quite good, because if we get the Cultivator Colossus, that's a pretty decent one. I'm just going to eliminate this. Yeah, I'm going to keep Stop drawing lands, Dex. Seriously. You're going to kill me. You will literally be the death of me. Not a land, please. I'm going to decline. True Polymorph is suboptimal, I have to say. Playbook. I should play Book, shouldn't I, really? I forgot Book had a second ability on it. That's because I am a professional content creator, and forgetting how cards work is basically how I work. Yeah, okay, Book of Wild Darkness. Let's have that, and at least that's going to start giving us some blockers. But in the meantime, what do I want to play? What do I want to get? I might as well start getting some other bits of the combo at least. Do I have any way of gaining life back? Probably not. Platinum Angel. Platinum Angel. That'd be a good one. Play Swamp. How much land have I got? Not enough. Okay. Good. Platinum Angel. So long as Platinum Angel survives, that is a decent enough option. Yeah, my turn. Beginning of my end step. Fine. Let's see what you can do, opponent. Let's see what you can do. I too like living dangerously. You know what? Let's do it. Let's do it. 0 life. And you know what? What I could do is true polymorph the zombie into a Platinum Angel. So then I've got a little bit of redundancy. Because I've got Spellkeeper Weirds in hand. Sparky likes it too. Excellent. There we go. Platinum Angels. That's exactly what we needed. We are good. No attacks. End the turn. Starting to get a bit more zombies. All right, so we're in a safe-ish position. He says at -2 life, we're in a safe-ish position. So all we need to do now is draw some extra cards. So now we've got an army. And we've stabilized. The important thing is that we've stabilized because Sparky, yeah, Sparky gets off to a decent enough start. But if you just kill everything that Sparky plays, then it starts to, you know, one card a turn is not enough for the base deck that Sparky plays, basically. Now, unfortunately, I suppose I've got a Spellkeeper Weird. I suppose I could just bring back a Tutor. That would be a decent option. Although I suppose I am drawing 2 cards a turn anyway. And there's a Scoot Swarm. So that is one piece of the puzzle. Let us Scoot Swarm. And we want to turn Scoot Swarm into an Eye of Vecna. Yeah. Give them a Platinum Angel. I could do. I don't know how I would do that. I suppose I could polymorph their thing into a Platinum Angel, right? I've never thought about that. I never thought that's a thing that I'd actually want to do. Right, so Cultivator Colossus is the other one that we wanted to do, right? Cultivator Colossus. Spiteful Lazy says, "We love you, Max. Thank you. I love you all too." Zombies. Flyers. What is this nonsense? They're not going to. Oh, so they can't die. Okay. I might be able to give. I'd need to tutor up another copy. I need enough copies of Eye of Vecna first, but I'm sure we can make this work. No blocks. I will absolutely just take damage to the face. Yeah. That's an Elspeth's Nightmare. That's an island. All right. So Cultivator Colossus and do I have enough? That's 7. I've got 9. Just trying to think if I have enough mana to actually... I think I might do. Let's do that. Real good. Okay. Submit. Draw a card. And there's a rare. There's the Risen Reef. All right. So we are getting tantalizingly close to a working combination. And we want to keep the Cultivated Colossus one. No attacks. Zombies. So now we have the Risen Reef. If they're going to attack into my zombies, I'm just going to let them do that. All right. So the next thing I'm looking for is the Hand of Vecna plus... I've got Risen Reef, so that's fine. So I need Hand of Vecna and I need a True Polymorph back. So scene cards. Do I want to do anything with that? No, I just want that. Okay, so that goes to my hand. That's fine. So I can just play this, right? That also needs to be out. So I can play this. Keep some land cards in my hand because that's part of the combo as well. I'm gonna Spellkeeper Weird to bring back a True Polymorph. All right. So now we're just waiting. We're just waiting on a tutor, or we're waiting on a... Oh yeah, because these are zombies. The zombies are now elementals. So now every time I get a zombie, I'm also getting Risen Reef value. Excellent. I guess I'll make a Massive Nexus 2/2. Yep, good. That's a True Polymorph. Fine, no blocks. Seems good. Seems good. Do I get to go? I do. There's a Llanowar Elves and a Forest. All right. Let's play the Llanowar Elves, which is an elemental. Hey, there's the Hand of Vecna. Fantastic. So, Hand of Vecna. Do I have enough mana to give them a... let's give them a Platinum Angel then. Because somebody said let's give them a Platinum Angel. Alright, let's give them a Platinum Angel. And it says, yes, I agree with you. I think that is a bit of a moment. Play a land. What else? So next turn. The goal right now is to get everything under a... So we've got a Cultivated Colossus, a Scoot Swarm, and a Hand of Vecna. Sorry, it's going to be a Risen Reef. And we're going to have a really weird combo. How much mana have we got? Oh, we got... That's right, we've got enough mana. Right? We can do it. Okay. No attacks. True Polymorph. So Risen Reef becomes a copy of Hand of Vecna. We keep this Hand of Vecna. We activate the Book of Wild Darkness. Exiling Hand of Vecna. Exiling Eye of Vecna. So now we have a Cultivated Colossus, Risen Reef. So, whenever card name or another elemental enters the battlefield under control, look at the top card of your library. If it's a land card, you may put it onto the battlefield tapped. If you don't put the card onto the battlefield, put it into your hand. All right, so that's a mirror box. Put a land card onto the battlefield. Yes. Put a land card onto the battlefield. Yes. And now Vecna happens. Oh, nah. But yeah, because they are tokens, but I... oh god. What's happening? Yeah. Okay. Triggers are happening. And now stop. Stopping is definitely a thing. Let's reveal, I guess. Oh no. Oh no. What's happening? Oh dear. Decline. Yes, yeah, sure, why not? Sure, yeah. Every time I do that, we get the Scoot Swarm triggers going on. Yeah, I know I need Mirror Box. I know I need Mirror Box. This is fun. All right, I will skip past I'm going to decline to do that. There we go. So yeah. Oh god. Have I decked myself? I have actually decked myself. This is great. But we can't lose the. We can't. I suppose that's true. We can't actually lose the game now. Just stop. I'd love to stop. I'm trying to stop. I'm trying. I'm honestly trying. There we go. Discard 6 cards. Yeah. Book. Elspeth. Eliminate. Elspeth. Hand. There we go. Yeah, I should have played the mirror box first. That was my bad. Especially as I have nothing in play now to actually to do anything. Now a way to destroy your lands. I don't think I've got a way to destroy lands, so if I activate this, I want to see what happens actually. Okay, so the ability just fizzles because there's no cards in my library, which is a bit of a pain. Anyway, that was the Vecna madness with So had I had Mirror Box out, which is what I should have done in the first place, to be fair, that would have gone well. I would have decked myself. I'd have just lost, right? Because I drew so many cards with the Risen Reef, and it just completely died. Yeah, so I mean, you definitely have to have a Platinum Angel. Platinum Angel out. Otherwise, yeah, play. Okay, play the Swamp. Hey, okay, so we do get multiple Vecnas. We do have Platinum Angel. Yes, we do have Platinum Angel. I suppose I could start attacking into them. There's no. I don't think there's any lands I can bring back from my graveyard either, which is sad. This is despicable, completely awful, and I hate it. Deck list. Yeah. All right. Let's concede that. Worried there for a minute. Were you? Anyway, those are that is the Vecna trick. That is the Vecna trick. And if you haven't seen that before, that is one of the more amusing things you can do. And that is one thing that this client does better than Magic Online, because Magic Online doesn't work at all. Okay, it just breaks. It uses the abilities from the original cards. Normally Magic Online is quite good, but because I want to make Vecna work, I have to use Magic Arena, so it's a bit of a problem. So the question is, what do people want to see now? Because it is getting towards 11 o'clock here, and I do have to head off relatively soon, because I've been going for nearly 3 hours, and I've not been particularly great today, and finishing at 11 o'clock would be quite nice, shall we say. So if there's anything people want to see, okay, so we have Kaiser, Blood Researcher, and Benthic Biomancer. Let's go and look at those cards and and see what we can do. So let's have a look. Kaiser, Augur of Agonies. Whenever you draw a card, target opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. Okay, seems reasonable. Next one is Blood Researcher. With Craft. Whenever you gain life, put a 1/1 counter on Blood Researcher. Okay, so whenever you draw a card, we get a counter on it. That seems decent enough. Benthic Biomancer. Benthic. Whenever 1 or more +1/+1 counters are put on Benthic Biomancer, draw a card and then discard a card. Okay. Yeah, that seems like a good way to end the night. If we can get that working, that seems like a really good way of ending the night. So let's get rid of you. Let's get rid of you. And let's get rid of you. And craft all. And then we need to fix the lands. And probably need to fix the lands even better than that. So let's see. Rares, mythic rares, and what multicolored? Because it'd be nice to have some multicolored ones. Have you showcased what happens when you copy Scoot Swarm with your Mindlink mech and played your 6th land yet? I have not yet. No. Remove mirror box. I shall do that. No need for mirror box. The real challenge will be to do it against a real player. Is this deck legal? Because it's got Kaiser. No, Kaiser's fine. Blood Researcher's fine. Benthic Biomancer is probably not, right? So Benthic Biomancer is not going to be in standard anymore. Remove Nexus. Yeah. I kind of want some triomes, I guess, right? What lands should I put in? It's historic legal. Okay, so if this is historic legal, I might be able to find somebody to play against. Add Platinum Angels, just multiple Platinum Angels. Yeah, fair. Lands. Quickly for lands. I guess. Right. So what colours are we in? We're in 4 colours. We're in a little bit of white, but mostly green, black, and okay. Somebody's saying 2 Platinum Angels. Island Swamp Man. Yeah. So I don't think I'm going to have a triome that is a good fit, am I? Because I think it's going to be maybe the Esper one. There must be there is an Esper one, right? I'm not being stupid. Yeah, Raffine's Tower. Okay, good. So there's white, black, blue, and green, blue, black. Yeah. So let's add 4 of those. And green, blue, black. Zagoth Triome. There we go. Appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, the Vecna here is going to be infinite mana drain, with infinite life drain, which I feel is going to be pretty fun. You only have 1 tower right now. Tower. No, I'm good. I'm good. We're all sorted. Blood Researcher, Kaiser, and Benthic Biomancer. Fantastic. So, anything else that we want to put in? Possibly another removal spell? He says, questioningly. Maybe another Llanowar Elves? Actually, do I even need Llanowar Elves? Not as much, do I? turn the lands off. Type creature. I mean, we don't need the Llanowar. I guess we could just stick in another 4 removal spells. When in doubt, add more removal spells. Seems like an obvious choice. Oh no, I know what I wanted to do. So the things I used to do was Folio Fancies. So I'm going to have a couple of Folios of Fancies. 1, 2, and I'm going to have what's her name? Cannot draw. Can't draw. What's her name? What are we building? We're building a nonsense Vecna deck to finish off for the end of this stream, and I'm trying to remember the annoying blue planeswalker that prevents you from drawing multiple cards. Narset, thank you. That's mental block. What? Am I missing something? Narset should be available to me, right? Unless I've done something stupid in terms of like what the legality of this deck is. No, this is direct game. Why isn't it? Somebody's going to point. Oh, yeah, I have done something stupid. Narset Parter Avails. There we go. Yeah, so that's Blessed Respite. What is Blessed Respite? Blessed Respite. I don't know what Blessed Respite is. Oh, target players reprint or combat average. I think that should be fine. I don't think we're gonna need that. All right, I'm gonna play this, and we're gonna see if this combo works. And if it does, then great, and hopefully we can beat Sparky with it. So let's hope that Sparky's playing a deck that we can easily kill, and that I can actually get this done in a reasonable amount of time. Vic says, I'm back. What happened? We are going to try and beat Sparky. Don't skip past your turn, Max. That would be terrible. And we are playing. Okay, blue. Blue's not bad. There are some problems with blue, but we have got a Narset Parter of Veils. If we can get that going, that's actually really, really good. Okay, 1/3. We can deal with 1/3s. So that's not a problem. So play a swamp. Do I want a folio here? I'd like to. It feels bad, but I kind of want to just demonic tutor for a demonic tutor for an island or something. Is that terrible? Because obviously Narset here is pretty. The trouble with that is because obviously we do need to have some way of dealing with this as well. I'm actually going to demonic tutor for an island. That is just how we roll. At least we can play Kaiser next turn, and hopefully Kaiser will survive. That I think I'm pretty sure the blue deck doesn't have much in like bounce or removal or anything like that, so we should be pretty good to deal with to just play the Kaiser, and hopefully it'll just survive. That's my hope anyway. We will see. Yeah, bounce is fine. It's death that is bad. Armored Welter. I love the Armored Welter. I just love the name of it. Okay, opponent is drawing all the cards. The flyers are the bad thing. Our 33 mana infinite combo that takes at least 8 cards to put together will surely be able to beat our opponent. Absolutely. There we go. Siphon, which is good. So we go Raffine's Tower, play that. So the real question is Narsetting Parter of Veils. Is that just... It's not going to just straight up die, which is good, but it could easily take 3 damage. And is that good enough? It says do it. Yeah, just do it. And I will activate the ability just to get a... Oh, an Elspeth's Nightmare is pretty good. Yeah, I'll go for the Elspeth's Nightmare. No attacks. I'm gonna be trying. Timon says don't activate it. Well, I've done it now. I'm gonna just block here. Warden of Evos Isle is pretty good. Oh yeah, there you go. Opponent draws 2 cards. Good old Narset. You can block. I can't block a flyer, unfortunately. That is the problem. But we do get at least 1 turn of Folio Fancy's awesomeness, so. Fury will only lead you astray. Yes, yes indeed. My turn. Okay, so that's Book of Vile Darkness. That's a good start. So I'm going to lose Narset next turn. It depends what I want to do here. I could always Folio Fancies to get an extra 2 cards on our opponent's turn. I think I'm just going to Elspeth's Nightmare to take care of the Warden, just because the Warden is a 2/2. And we have got a Folio Fancy, so I'm going to activate that on our opponent's turn. No, so I'm not going to draw on this turn. I'm going to do it on because they would draw a card. I want to do it on their turn so that they don't get the extra 1, basically. So I will pass. No attacks. Sure. End the turn. And do I get priority? I do get priority. There we go. Ooh. And we get some life as well. Lovely. Yeah. Why would you attack face? What are you doing? Okay, so our opponent has an island in hand and did not kill our Narset. So, fair enough. We actually have all 3 parts of Vecna as well, which is somewhat terrifyingly good. We got 1 true polymorph and not a huge number of lands. How did I get access to this pre-release on MTG8? You have to be a content creator of some description, as I profess to be. And then you get they've got a bunch of people. There's quite a lot of people actually. There's like a couple of 100 people who've got access to this. So yeah, yeah, it's not a general admission thing. I mean, I think the whole client comes out later on this week or something like that. No, why would you bounce me? Oh, the worst, the absolute worst. All right, well, Narset's dead. That's fine. Kaiser, unfortunately, has been a problem. We do have a Spellkeeper Weird though. That does mean we can true polymorph. Well, we still got the access to true polymorphing now. Play Raffine. No, I can't. That's cycling. Ugh. What do I want to do here? Yeah, Sparky's being very, very rude here. I'm just gonna replay Kaiser. I think that's fine. I'm gonna start Eye of Vecnoring as well, because we get quite a good discount on that because it's only costing us 1 life. We better make sure that Sparky doesn't die. That is also a thing that we need to keep in mind. But we should be okay. Yeah, I mean we can take 2 damage every so often from Cloudkin. Yeah, I think the eye is going to be what. Yeah, I think just taking the damage from the eye is not the end of the world. And also we get a life on our upkeep as well, but we have to be careful because our opponent's only on 13, so that is a slight problem. It technically costs 0 life. That is true. I suppose if it's on our turn, yeah. What can we do here? I would like to stop taking damage from the Cloudkin Seer. But I don't think that's hugely important. What I will do then is get down the Book of Vile Darkness. I will play the Raphine's Tower for the turn. And I'm going to get rid of the Cloudkin Seer just because it's a flyer. These I'm not so worried about. Like 0-4, 0-5. This is why I really like the blue deck, because to be honest, the blue deck is not that terrifying. Right, I'm not going to take the Eye of Vecna here. I'm going to decline this, just because I'm slightly worried about Sparky. So, and I suppose I could, well, to get around that, I suppose I could just Kaiser into Eye. That would work. That is an option actually. I think for the moment I do want to do a little bit more drawing. Get the Zagoth Triome down. I guess I should just tutor for another true polymorph, possibly a Platinum Angel as well. We'll see. Okay, so what else do we want? I'll get another Spellkeeper Weird down. All right, we're assembling it. What if you true polymorph Vecna onto an opponent's card? I don't know. What if you did the token onto an opponent's card? I presumably it just turn into a copy of the other creature. It would be a bit anticlimactic. Unless if you did their creature onto a copy of your Vecna, it would be a copy of the Vecna. So they would have fun. They could have one as well. If you're feeling mightily generous. Okay, decline to pay that. And we're going to true polymorph Kaiser into an Eye. And we're going to keep that Kaiser. We don't have enough to play another one. That's instant speed. So for now, no attacks, end the turn. So I don't know if our opponent's going to attack. The Octo Prophet. Okay, they haven't attacked with the Prophet, so that's good. Get back the true polymorph. So now it's our turn. Decline to play that. We true polymorph. No, why am I saying true polymorph? What are we missing? We're missing the rest of the combo. Okay, so let's get the rest of the combo first, and then let's start worrying about getting true polymorphs back, Max. Yeah, that sounds like a good option. Choose attackers new. All right, on our opponent's end step. There we go. Right, so Folio Fancies, we've got a lot of mana. how much mana have we got? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So X is 4. Yes, it gives our opponent a bunch of options, but I think we have to do it. And I think I want to draw here as well. Okay. Interesting. Get a triome down. Got a lot of removal in hand. That's a good thing to have. But beyond that, yeah. Let's go. Let's say no attacks. I wonder if maybe I should. Oh no, because on our turn is the hand of Vecna. That's fine. Let's exit here. Oh, and we don't have to discard. We don't have to discard. That's fine. Good. That's the thing I was worried about as well, is having to discard. But obviously, Folio of Fancies says you don't have any hand size, so don't have to worry about it at all. Yes, I am eliminating. Okay, we're fighting over creatures. I'm eliminating a 1/1 gull with flying. This is what we've become. Right, Folio Fancies. We have an extra 2 mana. Let's auto pay that. Come on. Okay, Platinum Angel is good for us if we want to do that. Demonic Tutor is better though, because obviously we're still looking for our combo pieces. So Blood Researcher and Benthic Biomancer. So let's go for Blood Researcher and play a land. Got a Platinum Angel. We got a Platinum Angel in hand. We might as well play it. Let's just do that. No attacks. End the turn. All right, so getting there slowly. I don't care. Okay, you can absolutely water knot my Platinum Angel. That is not a problem. Yeah, my turn. That's fine. I will auto pay and another Platinum Angel. Great. I guess I'm just playing another Platinum Angel. Just because I like redundancy. Actually, Spellkeeper Weird is a good one to get out as well, because that gives us access to another tutor if we need it. In fact, yeah, I should just be tutoring at this point. Not a problem, says Astral Zucchini. Yeah, I agree with that one. All right. Yeah, we'll auto pay. Draw 2 cards. Player planes. Okay, so play a Blood Researcher. And then we're going to true polymorph this into. Let's go for Hand of Vecna. That was wicked. We're going to keep the weird one. Perfect. And then on our next turn, no attacks. We'll end the turn. So on our opponent's end step, we'll activate the Spellkeeper Weird. We will return a tutor to our hand, tutor up the final piece, and everything should be good. He says. Let's get back a Demonic Tutor. Oh, I just did that randomly. There we go. That's fine. We'll take a damage. I don't care. I guess we'll auto pay for another Folio of Fancies. I was hoping that we would have drawn it, but unfortunately not. All right, so the last piece of the puzzle is Benthic Biomancer. We have 17 cards in our library, and our opponent is on 11 life, so this should work. Do we have enough lands? If I do that, maybe. So benthic biomancer. And then we're going to true polymorph. Benthic biomancer into Book of Vile Darkness. Keep the weird one. Activate it. Exile the Hand of Vecna. Exile the Eye of Vecna. Create our weird one. Okay, so whenever one or more +1/+1 counters are put on Vecna, draw a card, then discard a card. Whenever you gain life, put a +1/+1 counter on card name. Whenever you draw a card, target opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. So let's draw some cards. Let's see what happens. Whenever you draw a card, when you gain life, do 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 do. Da, 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 da. Okay, yeah, we found it. We found it. Oh, this is perfect. I'm dealing cards damage to my opponent's face. This is the quality content you get from MaxMakesMagic. Nearly there. And that'll do it. Wow, that was that, I think, is possibly the best way to leave you this evening. Thank you so much to Astral Zucchini for that suggestion. That was exactly what I wanted to finish the evening on. So we've been going now for 3 hours, just a little over 3 hours. A big thank you to everyone who's come and watched me and had some fun. Hopefully, we've gone through all of our decks. So to recap what actually happened, let's just quickly go back to the thing. Come on. Oh wow, I won a game and therefore I won a pack. That's why I was complaining. All right. So what text did we actually play in the end? So the extraction phase, we proved that extraction specialist and guardian of faith, if you phase out an extraction specialist, you can attack with the creature that you brought back. We proved it. Awesome. Jax's Fang, we proved that Chatterfang and Jaxis, the token created by the Chatterfang squirrel created when you do Jaxis's ability, also draws you a card when it dies. Awesome. Obsitherer, we proved that Malefic Scythe, when you put soul counters on Malefic Scythe and then turn an Obscura Ascendancy into a copy of it. Sorry, the other way around. You turn a Malefic Scythe into an Obscura Ascendancy when it has soul counters on it, then it acts as if it had 5 counters on it and gives you all your spirits +3/+3. And then we did create a Sky Sovereign Parhelion 2 and Weatherlight Vecna deck. So that was like triple vehicles in a single Vecna. And we created it and couldn't attack with it because we then died. So it might be that I try and re-record that maybe tomorrow morning if I can. We'll see. And then we had a bunch more fun with Vecna, so that was good. Yeah, I've been MaxMakesMagic. I'm gonna just do a little bit of promo stuff now if you're not aware of me or the channel. I do weird videos. Yeah, you're watching one right now. Go and watch them if you like rules interactions. I also do a series called Battle of Wits, which is a Magic the Gathering quiz show. If you're all looking to support me, then there is a page on my website. I should probably have this linked somewhere. It's like mtg.li/support. Basically, yeah, if you go to that URL, then I've linked a bunch of places. In fact, you know what I can do? I can show you, because that would be a sensible thing to do. But yeah, I don't need your support. I would like your support. It'd be nice to have you supporting me in whatever way you can, for free, for not. It is absolutely fine. Let me just bring this up. Oh, I've got the wrong URL. Never mind. Doesn't matter. I will link it in the video description. Anyway, that will do me for this evening. My brain's going and I need some sleep. So yeah, I'll catch you all next time. Hope you enjoyed the stream. Keep an eye out, because I will be announcing a giveaway very soon for some Pinfinity pins. They're in a pile. I'm not gonna get them now. They're in the ether behind me. Hope you had a good time. Go and check out some other streamers that are doing the Capenna event, and I will hopefully edit some of these videos and get them onto the channel very, very soon. So be sure to watch those shorts there if you want to too. Bye. Catch you later.